Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to What Up Clay, the channel. We talk about all kinds of things like how to fix things, build things, maintain things, as well as product review. In this video here, we're going to do a product review on a brushless motor. This right here is the R1 Wurks 17.5T. This is their newest model out. This is the V30. We're going to put this on the Jerry. I already did the review, the breakdown, the measurements, all their stuff. You can check out my video on that. But yeah, this video here is for the performance on the Jerry. So say we get in this and go learn something. So as I mentioned, this right here, we're going to put the R1 Wurks on the Jerry. Right here we have the Surpass, the Fat Boy 17.5T. We're going to run through all the different gear sizes. Running on the we're going to use this right here, the Hobby Wing Tunalizer, as the controller. And I have a new toy here. Check that out. This right here is made by the Wizard at WMH Racing. Same person that did the that remade the Jerry, and as well as all the other tools that I use for testing. Well, not all of them, but probably 95%. The only thing that he hasn't made are my meters, basically. This right here is a speedometer. I plug this right here in the back of the slave motor over on this side, and it's going to give me the RPMs. Therefore, I don't have to use this thing right here anymore, which is the testing and stuff like that. It comes out to be about the same thing, and pretty much it is the same thing. The only difference is I don't have to sit there trying to catch his laser and try to hit that gear and so on and mess around with it. This right here, give me the RPMs on it. That's all I gotta look at. So let's go ahead and hook this bad boy up. First, we're running dry without a load, so you guys can see what the numbers look like beforehand, in case you didn't see my other video where I did the review on it. So let's go ahead and get into it. So as you can see, there's no load on it. There's no gear on this side. There's on that side, but it's not connected. Anyhow, let's go ahead and run a auto run so you guys see what it is without a load. There's numbers right there if you can see it. 5.39, 3171 kV. What are the other numbers? Don't matter. We're not doing that right now. Temperature was 99 degrees. I tell you what, it is hot in my office. It's like 90 degrees in my office. It's 101 outside. I have fans going, but it don't help much. Well, I guess it helps a little bit, right? Let's go ahead and run this here. One of these days when I grow up, I'll put one of those AC units in here. There we go. 23,560. All right, let's go ahead and put this thing on a load now and see what we get. We'll start off with 27 tooth. You guys can keep along if you don't hear when I'm telling what tooth is on here. You basically tell because the gear will be missing. So it's 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and then we have this bad boy right here. This is the 41 tooth, the big one. So I know you probably wondering why I don't have more gears. Go all the way up to 41. Man, I'd have 2-hour videos if I started using all the gears. All right. Let's go ahead and slap the gear on, try it out. Okay, up first we have the 27 tooth. I got the have the RPM thing plugged in. He will, so the WMH Racing, this right here is just a prototype. He will offer these as a product for the Jerry and stuff like that on his website. If you don't have the Jerry, pick one up off the WMH Racing. It's WMHRacing.com. So anyhow, let's go ahead and get into this. First thing we'll do is do an auto test. All right, 11 amps, 11.03, 2913 kV. See that there? Let's go ahead and do an RPM run. Let me get my timer set up here. And we'll run it for 30 seconds. So here we go. Right, 19,600 RPM so far. 19,611. So I ran about, I'd say it averaged out about 19,600. So let's go ahead and throw the 28 tooth on. Alright, so I didn't film it, but I did take the temperature off the can. It is at 113 degrees. Now keep in mind this motor is going to run much hotter than the other motor because this motor does not have any epoxy on it. So it is going to run hot. If you're wondering why I have this battery, it's to power this here. Yeah, it's the power source for now. This here runs off a power source. So different power supplies. But anyhow, let's we have the 28 tooth on there now. It's going to do the auto run. Uh, 10.85 amps. That's weird. The amp draw, the amper dropped. Wonder what's up with that. From 11 amps to 10.85. kV is 2926. Now we'll go ahead and do the 30-second run. And ready, set, go. 20,528 is the highest that bumped up to. So there you go. There you have it. The temperature is, so I'll make sure I get this on video. .117 is the temperature. It's a lot hotter than normal. Normally they run around the low hundreds. So let's go ahead and slap on the 29. Okay, so now we have the 29 tooth on there. I did zoom it in a little bit so you can see everything closer up. I don't know why I had zoomed out so far, but anyhow, 29 tooth. Let's go ahead and do the auto run. .16 amps, 2908 kV. Let's go ahead and run the RPMs now. See what it says. It says 117 on the temp. Let's go ahead and run the 30-second RPM test. Some of you are wondering why I don't run it longer to simulate a race. Number one, my videos will be extremely long to run 5 minutes. Plus, the hobby wing tunalizer gets a little hot, as well as the wires and stuff on it too get hot. Too much current draw when I get up to the bigger gears. So let's go ahead and run the RPM for 20 seconds. Alright. Now let's go ahead and do the 30 tooth. Alright, now we have 30 tooth on there. There you have it, 11.52. Now if you're wondering what the temp was before, it was 117 degrees on the temp of the motor. So let's see what it says. This says 120 on here because we just ran it. But alright, let's do the RPM now. Here we go. Okay. Time for a 31 tooth. Well, let's go ahead and check that temp. $124 degrees. Right. Now for a 31. 31? Yeah, 31 tooth. 31 tooth is on. Let's go ahead and auto run. .72 amps, 2888 kV. See what the temperature. Whoop. Guess we won't see what the temperature is. Let's go ahead and run the RPMs. And let's go. Okay, temperature is, it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. Man, that epoxy really makes a huge difference. Why can't I get that temperature? It's not staying consistent. Alright, there it is, 129 degrees. Okay, now we'll go ahead and do the 32 tooth. Alright, the 32 tooth, we have one more after this, the 41 tooth. So yeah, we're getting there. So, auto run on the 32 tooth. There you have it, 1205 amps, kV is 2871. See what this thing says, the temperature in here reading is 124. So let's go ahead and do an RPM test. 20-second run test, I should say. Okay, here we go. Okay, Now we got the big boy, 41 tooth. Okay, time for the 41, and the temperature on the can on the last one was 126 degrees. So let's go ahead and hit this one auto run. Man, that motor's loud. Okay, 15.4 and 2734 kV. Now for the 22nd run. Let's go and start. Okay, temperature of that run, (130 degrees even). So you guys know this is a fluke meter. It's not a Harbor Freight knockoff or anything like that. It's a true machine. Okay. Now let's go ahead and put all the numbers into the spreadsheet and go over them and compare them. And of course, the part where everybody jumps to is the spreadsheet with all the numbers on there. So let's go ahead and go over these numbers and see how they add up. Now, my disclaimer, tens of thousands of racers out there. There's going to be tens of thousands of different opinions on what these numbers mean. These are strictly my personal opinion. Like I always say, share your opinions, share your ideas with us. We'd all love to hear it. We love your knowledge. Please share your knowledge. Okay, so this is the R1 Wurks. 23,560 without a load, and here you have the load numbers. Now, very peculiar. The temperatures here are extremely high. I'm sitting there thinking, well, why are they so different? Even when you look back at the, when I did the test, when I did the review video on the actual Hobby Wing tunalizer, just with under a load, it was pulling 109 degrees just on the load test. All the other motors I've ever tested barely hit 100. If they broke 100. So yeah, I don't know why this motor runs so stinking hot. Some say it could be the fact that there's no epoxy on it, on the coils, but the windings, that could be it. But if you look back at my video with the Red Racing motors, those don't have epoxy on them, on the windings either, and they're running pretty much same temperature as the other motors. So, and it doesn't really draw heat away from the can. The epoxy doesn't draw heat away from the can. It draws heat away from the rotor. So the rotor stays stronger. But anyhow, now how do these numbers compare to the other motors? First off, 28,000 RPMs on the 41 tooth, that's pretty ridiculous. And it's only 5.4 amp draw. 130 degree temperature. Yeah, everybody runs their motors until the motors reach thermal, but these are already pretty thermal. So the Red Racing, this one right here, the factory select, is probably had the better numbers of the other motors. Right here you see it's about 2,040 RPMs higher, running about the R1 Work is higher. The amp draw is about the same, kV, a little bit higher kV of course on the R1 because the RPMs are higher. Temperature 130 degrees versus 114. If you run your motor by temperature, I mean, you'll end up putting a couple more teeth on this one to reach that 130. Unless you got a really good cooling fan to help cool that thing down. So let's see here. The Red Racing, however, it starts off at a higher RPM, 24,937 free spin. It's over 1,000 RPMs faster free spinning. Then here you see it's only about 100 RPMs faster. Here it's a couple hundred RPMs faster, and then here, 29 tooth, you start to see the R1 Wurks catch up. Granted, this is 11 amps, and the R1 Wurks is working on 1085 amps, so, or 1116. So less, the Red Racing is using less power to generate the same amount of RPM. 1152, and then so on, the R1 Wurks start to head out. So what I can see here is for wide open, the R1 Wurks looks like it'd be a faster motor for wide open racing. For getting in and out of corners and getting in and out of high torque, high takeoff speed, stuff like that. It looks like the Red Racing would be the better motor. Just when you get done full accelerations, when you start to end up pulling away with the R1 Wurks. How does it compare? The R1 Wurks 2864, 23,133 at 1205. Let's see how it compares to the Hobby Wing. 23, so the R1 Wurks less amperage, 116 degrees, and the R1 Wurks is also 23,876, 23,130. So it's 700 RPM slower, but you're looking at about 1.5 amps. So you could slap 2 teeth on there, and that bumped you up to over 1,000 RPMs higher. So R1 Wurks right there would probably take the lead on that one. But you look at the temperature; it's a 10-degree difference in temperature. Interesting. But then again, you have the amp draw. Just make sure you got a really good fan on your buggy, I guess. Let's see. If you guys want to take screenshots, take a screenshot here. Make it a little smaller, fit more motors on there. There you go. You fit 3 on. You can take a screenshot of this one here. Another screenshot. And there you go. So, final thoughts on this motor. The R1 Wurks motor, I think it's a fantastic motor. For if I was to race on road high speed, on a big track, oh yeah, I'd probably lean toward the R1's Wurks. The higher speeds will also help cooling on the motor as well, because you have more airflow. So I think this is a good motor. It's not going to be Roar certified until next month. But I mean, I don't know any tracks out there that won't accept this one. But anyhow, that's my thought on it. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please hit the like and subscribe. It helps the channel, helps me be able to get the support I need to be able to purchase more motors and keep doing this. Yeah, please hit the like and subscribe. And if you didn't like the video, hit the like and subscribe anyway so you can make fun of all my other videos. All right, everybody, you take care.